Chosen ones, tonight, you probably think you missed it. You saw the headlines. You perhaps glanced at the sky. You felt a fleeting sense of wonder about the full supermoon. And you moved on with your life. You believed the event was over. That is the illusion the sleeping world is under, and it is the first and most critical misunderstanding of the cosmic tidal wave that is just now, in this very moment, beginning to crash upon our shores. The real event did not happen a few nights ago. The real event is happening now. On December 5th and December 6th, the after-effects, the sacred echo of that lunar explosion, are becoming visible, tangible, and for many, deeply unsettling. All around the world, the chosen ones, the empaths, the light workers, people just like you are feeling it. A deep seismic shift in the energetic fabric of our reality. There is a panic rising, a subtle but palpable frequency of chaos, because the energy being released is so pure, so potent, that those who are unprepared are being thrown into spiritual and emotional turmoil. This is not a test, this is a planetary activation, and you are at the very epicenter of it. Do not skip this video. Your next 48 hours, and perhaps the entire trajectory of your coming year, depends on your ability to navigate what is coming. Before we go any further, I need you to anchor yourself to this protective frequency. The algorithm that brought you here is not random. It is a function of divine timing. You were meant to find this guidance right now, to seal this connection and protect your energy field from the chaotic fallout. I need you to do 3 things immediately. First, like this video, to send a signal of light into the digital ether, a signal that you are awake and ready. Second, subscribe to Power Inside You, for we will be your daily compass through these shifting cosmic tides. And third, and this is the most important, type the number 1111 in the comments below right now. Typing 1111 is not just a comment, it is a digital mantra, an activation code that aligns your personal energy grid with the frequency of miracles and divine intervention. Do it now. 1111. You are locking in your intention to not just survive this shift, but to master it. This is your first act of conscious creation in this new energy. Let's be clear about what is happening. The supermoon was not just a celestial body passing by. It was the striking of a cosmic bell. What we are experiencing now, on December 5th and 6th, is the sound wave from that bell finally reaching us. It is the sacred echo, and it is far more powerful than the initial event, because it is no longer a spectacle to be observed. It is an energy to be integrated. This is why everyone is panicking. They are feeling the vibration in their bones, in their souls, but they cannot identify the source. They are experiencing sudden mood swings, inexplicable anxiety, waves of deep sadness followed by moments of euphoric clarity. Have you felt it? Have you been sleeping restlessly, plagued by dreams so vivid they feel like memories from another life? Have you noticed tingling in your hands and feet, a buzzing sensation at the crown of your head, or a sudden sharp ringing in your ears that comes and goes? These are not random symptoms. This is your physical body, your divine vessel, reacting to a massive spike in the Schumann resonance, a literal upgrade in the planet's heartbeat. Your DNA is being recalibrated. Your third eye is being forcibly cleansed. This is a divine reset, but for those who resist it, for those who don't understand it, it feels like a breakdown. They are making critical soul-level mistakes that are not only blocking the miracles trying to flood into their lives, but are actually magnetizing chaos, loss, and confusion. We are going to make sure you are not one of them. Over the next few minutes, I will guide you through the most dangerous spiritual awakening mistakes people are making right now, so you can avoid these pitfalls and harness this raw lunar energy for a profound and miraculous life shift. The first deadly mistake that countless souls are making in this very moment is ignoring the dream portal. What you are experiencing when you sleep right now is not ordinary dreaming. The veil between our world and the higher dimensions is thinner than it has been in centuries. The supermoon's gravitational and energetic pull didn't just affect the tides of the ocean, it affected the tides of consciousness. When you lay your head down to sleep, You are not simply entering your subconscious, you are stepping through a direct gateway, a portal to your higher self, to your spirit guides, and to the Akashic records themselves. The messages coming through are not subtle metaphors. They are direct, urgent, and encoded with divine wisdom specifically for you. The mistake is treating these experiences as meaningless. Waking up from a dream where a deceased loved one gave you a specific number sequence and dismissing it as grief. Having a terrifyingly real nightmare about a path you were considering taking and writing it off as anxiety. Dreaming of flying over a landscape you've never seen and calling it a fantasy. This is the equivalent of your guardian angel shouting life-saving advice in your ear, and you putting on headphones to drown them out. You are missing the divine cheat codes to your own life. The universe is handing you the map to your destiny, to your wealth, to your soulmate, and you are throwing it in the trash the moment you awaken. The panic people feel is their soul screaming at them, trying to get them to pay attention to the nightly downloads they are receiving. To correct this, you must become a sacred scribe of your own soul. Starting tonight, place a journal and a pen by your bed. Before you fall asleep, you are not to simply drift off. You are to perform a conscious act of intention. Close your eyes and state either aloud or in your mind, "I am open and ready to receive the messages that are for my highest good. I ask my guides and my higher self to communicate with me clearly through my dreams. I will remember what I need to remember." This simple declaration transforms your sleep from a passive state to an active spiritual pilgrimage. When you awaken, whether it's at 3 a.m. or in the morning, do not reach for your phone. Do not let the mundane world contaminate the sacred space of your consciousness. Before your feet hit the floor, grab your journal and write down everything. The colors, the feelings, the symbols, the words spoken, the people you saw. Even if it makes no sense, capture the raw data. The interpretation can come later. The act of recording it honors the message and signals to the universe that you are listening. Those who do this over the next 48 hours will receive information that will solve problems they have been struggling with for years. They will be given warnings about deceptive people in their lives and clues that lead to incredible opportunities. They are manipulating the lunar awakening energy in their favor, turning their sleep into a strategic tool for manifestation and enlightenment. Do not make the mistake of letting this powerful intel slip through your fingers. This is miracle number 1, waiting to be claimed. If you are ready to receive the messages from your dream portal, type "I am listening" in the comments below to signal to the universe that your channel is now officially open. This is your declaration of readiness. By typing it, you are amplifying your intention and joining a collective of awakened souls who are choosing to become conscious participants in their own evolution. The second monumental mistake being made right now, which flows directly from the first, is misinterpreting the emotional purge. The energy of this lunar echo is at its core a purification frequency. It is designed to dredge up and release everything from your energetic field that is not in alignment with your soul's true purpose. This includes trapped emotions from this life and from past lives, ancestral trauma stored in your cellular memory, and limiting beliefs you've absorbed from the collective consciousness. The result is that people are suddenly feeling intense, seemingly random waves of emotion. One moment they feel an overwhelming grief that has no apparent cause. The next they are seething with an ancient rage they cannot explain. The mistake is to claim this emotion as your own in the present moment. It is to look at your current life circumstances and try to attach this free-floating sadness or anger to your boss, your partner, or your financial situation. When you do this, you are taking an old poison that was finally coming up to be spit out, and you are swallowing it again. You are re-entering the toxic energy back into your body, reinforcing the very blockages the universe is trying to help you clear. This is a shadow purge of epic proportions. The people in panic are the ones who are personalizing the purge. They think they are going crazy. They think their life is suddenly falling apart because they feel so emotionally volatile. In reality, their soul is undergoing a deep cleansing. The correct way to navigate this is to become the calm, detached observer of your own emotional state. When a wave of intense sadness washes over you, do not ask, "Why am I so sad?" Instead, simply state, "I notice that the energy of sadness is moving through me now." See the difference? One claims ownership and creates a story around it, trapping it. The other acknowledges it as a transient energy, a weather pattern passing through your inner world. When you feel that inexplicable anger, do not lash out. Go somewhere private and allow yourself to feel it fully, without judgment. You can punch a pillow, scream into a towel, or just sit with the raw heat of it, and you can say to it, "I see you. I acknowledge you. You are old energy, and I now give you permission to leave my body." You are released with love. This is profound spiritual alchemy. You are consciously untethering yourself from generations of stored pain. Every time you do this, you are making space. You are clearing the runway. And what lands on a clear runway? Miracles, abundance, clarity, true love. The people who master this technique over the next 2 days will feel lighter than they have in their entire lives by the end of the week. They will find that chronic pains in their body have mysteriously vanished. They will find that toxic relationships effortlessly fall away, and new, high vibrational connections suddenly appear. They are not victims of this emotional wave. They are surfing it, and it is carrying them directly to the shore of their highest destiny. Do not drown in the emotional currents by mistaking them for who you are. You are the sky, not the storm. Observe the storm, and know that it is merely passing through, cleansing everything in its path. You must understand that the separation between the emotional and the physical is an illusion of the third dimension. The two are intrinsically, irrevocably linked. And that brings us to the third, and perhaps most frightening mistake that the unprepared are making during this December 5th and 6th energetic wave: the great physical body deception. Right now, millions of people are experiencing bizarre and unsettling physical symptoms and are immediately falling into a trap of fear, running to doctors who will find nothing wrong, or frantically searching the internet for diseases that match their experience. They are convinced their body is failing them, that they are sick, that something is terribly wrong. They are experiencing sudden piercing headaches that feel like a band of pressure around their skull, particularly at the third eye. They are feeling heart palpitations or a fluttering in their chest that feels like anxiety, but it comes even when they are calm. They are experiencing profound, bone-deep fatigue that no amount of sleep can seem to cure. Their digestive systems are in chaos. They feel dizzy, lightheaded, and ungrounded, as if they are not fully in their body. And the most common of all, that persistent high-pitched ringing in the ears. The deception is believing this is pathology. The shocking truth is that this is physiology, the physiology of spiritual ascension. Let me be absolutely clear. Your body is not breaking down. It is being rebuilt from the inside out. The lunar echo from the supermoon did not just send out emotional frequencies, it bathed the earth in high-spectrum light codes, geometric packets of divine information. This light is intelligent. It is penetrating you at a subatomic level and is actively rewriting your DNA. It is upgrading your carbon-based biology into a more crystalline structure, a structure that can hold more light, process more energy, and house a higher level of consciousness. The headaches are your pineal and pituitary glands, your third eye center, being decalcified and activated, sometimes for the first time in your life. The heart palpitations are your heart chakra expanding, breaking open to be able to process the unconditional love of the 5D frequency. The fatigue is because your body is using a tremendous amount of life force energy to conduct this monumental internal reconstruction. It's like a computer running a massive software update. The system slows down, it heats up, and it is vulnerable until the installation is complete. The ringing in your ears is you literally beginning to hear the frequency of higher dimensions, the music of the spheres. You are not sick, you are transforming, you are becoming superhuman. The deadly mistake is to meet this sacred process with fear. Fear is a low, dense vibration. When you panic about a physical symptom, you are flooding your system with cortisol and adrenaline, which creates energetic static and inflammation, interrupting the delicate upgrade process. You are essentially throwing sludge into the gears of your own evolution. You can halt the upgrade. Or worse, you can use the creative power of your fear to manifest an actual physical ailment where there was none before. The universe is presenting you with a choice. Will you treat your body as a machine that is breaking or as a temple that is being renovated? The panic in the collective is coming from those choosing the former. They are resisting the very transformation they have prayed for. To avoid this trap, you must become a conscious and loving partner to your physical vessel. When a symptom arises, do not run from it. Acknowledge it. Place your hand on your head and say, I am integrating these new light codes with ease and grace. Place your hand on your heart and say, my heart is opening to receive more love. When you feel fatigue, do not push through it. Honor it. Your body is telling you it needs you to be still so it can do its holy work. Rest without guilt, and most critically, you must hydrate. Water is a liquid crystal, a divine conductor of energy. You must drink pure, clean water relentlessly over the next 48 hours. Imagine you are helping your body flush out the old, dense programming and more easily conduct the new high-frequency light. Eat clean, light foods. Avoid dense, processed energy that will clog your system, and ground yourself. Take off your shoes and stand on the bare earth for at least 10 minutes. Allow the stabilizing frequency of Gaia to balance your energy field. This is lunar awakening manipulation at the highest level. You are consciously assisting your own metamorphosis. Those who do this will not only see the symptoms fade, but they will emerge from this period with more energy, more vitality, and a radiant glow that others will notice. They are literally becoming younger, lighter beings. If you are ready to honor your body as a sacred temple and partner with it through this divine upgrade, I want you to go to the comments right now and type, "My body is a temple of light." This is an affirmation, a command to every cell in your being. You are declaring that you are choosing faith over fear, and that you are an active participant in your own glorious becoming. Do it now and feel the shift in your very cells as you type the words. This process of transformation naturally leads us to the fourth devastating mistake that is causing so much suffering right now: falling for the illusion of isolation. As your frequency rises, as you begin to experience these strange emotional, spiritual, and physical phenomena, a chilling feeling can begin to creep in. You look at your family, your partner, your colleagues, your friends. They seem to be operating in a different reality. They are concerned with trivialities, caught up in dramas that suddenly feel meaningless to you. They don't feel the energetic shift. They don't have the dreams. They dismiss your experiences or look at you with concern, as if you are losing your mind. And so, you begin to withdraw. You feel like a stranger in your own life. A deep primal loneliness sets in, a feeling that no one in the world could possibly understand what you are going through. You feel fundamentally separate, alone, perhaps even cursed. This is one of the most painful and insidious traps of the awakening process, and it is a final desperate test from the dying 3D paradigm of separation. This is not for everyone. It's for the chosen who are ready to change their reality. I released a members-only deep briefing called Chosen Ones. Warning: 12/12 Supermoon Moon Portal, December 2025. Final massive opportunity for chosen ones. Ignore this video and regret for years. In that video I reveal the exact activations and protections you must do. Click the description link or the pinned comment and watch it before the energy lands. If you skip this window, you may never get this same upgrade. You must understand, you are not alone. You are simply waking up before the people around you. You are the scout, the forerunner, the one who ventures into new territory first, to signal that it is safe for others. The feeling of isolation is a holographic projection, a mirage designed to make you doubt yourself and shrink back down to a lower vibration to fit in. It is a trick. In reality, At this very moment, there are millions, I repeat, millions of souls on this planet, going through the exact same process as you. You are part of a divinely orchestrated, synchronized global awakening. You are a node of light in a vast interconnected grid of consciousness that is lighting up all over the planet. The supermoon echo was the activation signal for this entire grid. While you may not be able to see your soul family in your immediate physical vicinity, they are with you. They are connected to you energetically, holding space for you, cheering you on from across the city, across the country, across the world. You are not a lone wolf. You are a member of a global soul pack that is now being called to find each other. The mistake is to believe the illusion, to retreat into a fearful solitude, to hide who you are becoming, to stop talking about your experiences. When you do this, you cut yourself off from the universal life flow that is trying to guide you to your tribe. The universe is constantly leaving you breadcrumbs. That YouTube video that seems to speak directly to your soul. Yes, this one. That is a breadcrumb. That sudden, inexplicable urge to visit a bookstore, a park, a coffee shop you've never been to before. That is a divinely guided impulse, an energetic nudge trying to position you for a coincidental meeting. The stranger you suddenly have a deep, meaningful conversation with in the grocery line. That is a soul-level appointment. To escape this trap, you must shift from passive loneliness to active seeking, but not a desperate seeking. It is a seeking born of faith. Hold the clear intention in your heart. I am ready to connect with my soul family. Guide me to those who are in vibrational alignment with my true self. And then pay attention. Trust your intuition. If you feel a pull to go somewhere, go. If you feel an urge to speak to someone, speak. Be brave enough to be your authentic self. When someone asks how you are, and you feel the urge to say more than just fine, perhaps you risk it and say, I've been having the most incredible vivid dreams lately. Watch what happens. You may be met with a blank stare, or you may just activate the dormant awakening in the person in front of you, who will respond with wide eyes and say, me too. You are a tuning fork, and by vibrating at your true frequency, you help others find their own note. The miracles that unfold when you do this are breathtaking. You will experience synchronicities that defy logic, meeting people who feel more like family than your own blood relatives. You will find your community, your collaborators, your divine partners. The crushing weight of loneliness will be lifted, replaced by an unshakable feeling of belonging that you may have been searching for your entire life. Do not let the old world trick you into thinking you are alone on this journey. Your tribe is looking for you just as desperately as you are looking for them. If you can feel the truth of this in your heart, if you are ready to send a signal out across the energetic grid to your soul family, go to the comments now and declare, I am finding my tribe. This is a flare of light you are sending up into the ethers. It's a call that the universe must answer. It is you saying yes to connection and no to the illusion of separation. This leads directly to the fifth and most pervasive mistake being made during this critical 48-hour window, one that is keeping miracles, wealth, and opportunities locked out of people's lives, succumbing to the scarcity frequency. As the raw, untamed energy of the lunar echo washes through the collective, it is acting as a powerful amplifier. Whatever frequency you are holding, the universe will now magnify it 1,000-fold. The chaos and panic being felt by the sleeping masses is triggering their deepest, most primal survival fears. Fears of not having enough, not enough money, not enough security, not enough resources. This fear creates a vibration, a frequency of scarcity, and millions of people, including many awakening souls who should know better, are tuning into this station. They are obsessively checking their bank accounts, wringing their hands over the news, complaining about the cost of living, and making all of their decisions from a contracted, fearful place of what if I lose everything. This is without a doubt the most effective way to block your own blessings and ensure that your fears become your reality. The spiritual truth of this moment is the polar opposite of scarcity. The supermoon portal opened a direct channel to the quantum field, a realm of pure, infinite, and unlimited potential. It is flooding the planet with what can only be described as a wealth frequency. This is an energy of divine abundance, of effortless flow, of creative solutions. The universe is trying to deliver to you a cosmic upgrade in your prosperity, but it can only deliver it if you are a vibrational match to the package. The panic about lack is the last ghost of the old crumbling 3D financial matrix. The universe is giving you a final profound test in this moment of apparent chaos. Will you align your energy with the old dying world of lack and limitation, or will you bravely choose to align with the new 5D reality of infinite abundance and flow? Your choice, expressed through your vibration, will determine the financial and material reality you experience for the next year and beyond. The mistake is to engage with the fear, to participate in the gossip of lack, to hoard your resources, your time, your energy. Every time you complain about not having enough money, you are placing an order with the cosmic kitchen for more not enough money. The universe doesn't judge, it simply matches your frequency. You are telling it, I am a being who believes in and experiences lack, and the universe, which is a perfect mirror, responds. So it is. To shatter this illusion and avoid this catastrophic error, you must do something that seems completely counterintuitive to the fearful mind. You must embody the frequency of abundance now, before you see any evidence of it in your physical reality. This requires radical faith. You must become a fountain, not a drain. Find something, anything, to give away. If you feel you have no money to give, then give your time, offer to help a neighbor. Give a genuine heartfelt compliment to a stranger. Go through your closet and find clothes you no longer wear and donate them, consciously creating a vacuum for the new to arrive. The act of giving, no matter how small, shatters the illusion of lack and sends a powerful signal to the universe that says, I have more than enough. I am a channel for abundance, not a container for it. Next, you must practice radical gratitude. Get a piece of paper and write down 50 things you are grateful for. Do not stop until you reach 50. Be grateful for the oxygen you are breathing, the clean water you drank today, the heart that is beating in your chest, the internet connection that brought you this message. This practice forces your brain and your entire energy field to shift from focusing on what is missing to what is present. You are literally rewiring yourself to see and attract more to be grateful for. This is the secret to manipulating the lunar energy for financial miracles. You are not chasing wealth, you are becoming a magnet for it. Those who practice these principles of giving and gratitude over the next 48 hours, especially in the face of fear, will be stunned by what happens. Unexpected money will appear, a check in the mail from a forgotten source, a business idea that downloads into your mind fully formed, a job offer out of the blue, a debt that is mysteriously forgiven. You are aligning with the universe's natural state, which is one of infinite, creative, and joyful flow. Do not make the mistake of choosing the frequency of fear. Choose the frequency of love, of gratitude, of abundance, and watch as the universe rearranges itself to match your courageous decision. The money is not the goal. The vibrational alignment is. Once you achieve alignment, the money, the resources, the opportunities are the inevitable, effortless result. And that brings us, chosen one, to the sixth and perhaps most intellectually insidious mistake that is plaguing the awakening collective right now. It is a trap not of the heart or the body, but of the mind. It is the reason why so many brilliant, well-intentioned souls are feeling stuck, frustrated, and spiritually constipated, even as this tidal wave of miracle energy flows all around them. This mistake is what I call the tyranny of the linear mind. In your old 3D reality, you were trained to believe in a specific mechanical formula for creation. You believed that A leads to B, which leads to C. You were taught to create 5-year plans, to set rigid timelines, to hustle, to grind, to force your will upon the universe until it buckled and gave you what you wanted. You have brought this outdated brute force programming into your spiritual practice, and in this new 5D energy, it is the equivalent of trying to open a quantum lock with a rusty crowbar. It simply will not work. In fact, it does the opposite. It creates a field of resistance so powerful that it actively repels the very miracles you are trying to manifest. The panic you see in the world is not just emotional, it's existential. People feel their sense of control slipping away. The old rules no longer apply. The life they meticulously planned is either crumbling or feels utterly devoid of meaning. For the awakening soul, this panic manifests as spiritual impatience. You have done the work. You have meditated. You have journaled. You have cleared your energy. You have set your intentions. And now, your linear mind is tapping its foot, looking at its watch, and demanding of the universe, where is my stuff? Where is the soulmate? The abundance? The dream job I ordered? It was supposed to be here by now. This energy of demanding, of forcing, of trying to control the how and the when of your manifestation is pure ego. It is a declaration of mistrust in the divine. It sends a jarring, discordant frequency out into the quantum field that says, I don't believe you will handle this, so I have to micromanage the entire cosmic process. The universe, in its infinite wisdom and love, cannot override your free will. If you insist on control, it will step back and let you struggle, letting you exhaust yourself against a locked door when it was waiting to open a magnificent gateway for you, just around the corner, at the perfect moment. The supermoon's energetic echo has done something extraordinary to the fabric of space-time. It has softened it. It has made it more pliable, more responsive to consciousness. Timelines are not rigid, straight lines anymore. They are fluid, flowing streams of potential. In this new energy, you do not chase a future. You choose a timeline by embodying its frequency in the present moment. This requires a radical act of what I call sacred surrender. It is the process of being crystal clear on the what, the core feeling of your desire, love, freedom, security, joy, while completely and utterly releasing your attachment to the how, the when, and the who. This is the master-level manipulation of lunar energy. You use its power to amplify the purity of your intention, and then you let go, trusting that the infinite intelligence of the cosmos will orchestrate the details with a grace and perfection that your limited human mind could never conceive of. Your only job is to maintain the feeling, to live as if your prayer has already been answered, and to watch for the signs. The universe speaks in a language of synchronicity, not schedules. When you start seeing repeating number sequences like 222, 333, or 555 everywhere you look, that is not a coincidence. That is the universe winking at you saying, message received, your order is being processed. The delivery is on its way, just hold the faith. Those who learn to dance with divine timing during these next 48 hours, who trade their anxiety for awe, and their control for trust, are collapsing timelines at an astonishing rate. Things that they thought would take years to achieve are suddenly manifesting in weeks, days, or even hours. They are not fighting the current, they are allowing this powerful cosmic river to carry them swiftly and joyfully to their destination. Do not make the mistake of trying to swim upstream. Let go of the oars of control. Your surrender is not an act of weakness. It is the ultimate act of power. If you are ready to release the struggle, to stop fighting the universe, and start co-creating with it in perfect harmony, I need you to make a sacred declaration. Go to the comments and type with conviction, I trust divine timing. As you type these words, visualize yourself physically letting go of the reins. Feel the tension leave your shoulders. Feel the anxiety dissolve from your stomach. You are handing your desires over to the master architect of all creation. You are stepping into the flow. This sacred surrender, this trust in the divine flow, is the very energy you will need to navigate the 7th and for many the most emotionally wrenching mistake that is being amplified right now. This is a deeply personal one, a challenge that is shaking the foundations of people's lives and causing a profound soul-level panic. This mistake is the great relationship misalignment, and it is defined by the desperate clinging to karmic contracts that have long since expired. Understand this: the light codes from this supermoon are not just upgrading your DNA, they are illuminating the truth of everything and everyone around you. The veils are not just thinning between worlds, they are dissolving between souls. You are suddenly seeing the people in your life with a shocking, undeniable clarity. The energetic dynamics of your relationships, with your romantic partner, your family, your friends, your colleagues, are being laid bare. And for many of you, what you are seeing is deeply uncomfortable. You are recognizing that certain connections are not based on love and mutual support, but on obligation, dependency, energetic vampirism, and trauma bonding. These are what we call karmic contracts, agreements your soul made before this life to learn specific, often painful, lessons with another soul. The panic that is erupting in households and friendships across the globe is the visceral terror of this realization. The soul knows the contract is complete. It knows the lesson has been learned. It is screaming for liberation, for expansion, for connections that match its new, higher frequency. But the human ego is terrified. It is terrified of being alone, of confrontation, of hurting someone's feelings, of the unknown. And so it clings. It makes excuses. It tries to force a connection that no longer fits, like trying to squeeze your expanding, light-filled self back into a suit of armor that has become a suffocating cage. Every moment you spend trying to reanimate a dead energetic connection, you are bleeding your precious life force energy. You are dimming your own light to make someone else comfortable in their darkness. This is a spiritual crime against your own soul. The lunar energy is giving you a divine exit ramp, a cosmic permission slip to graduate from these karmic lessons with love and grace. But you are choosing to stay in the classroom, relearning a lesson you have already mastered, simply because the classroom is familiar. This is urgent. Do not skip this. Watch the members-only briefing. Chosen Ones. Dic 12/12's Rare Moon Portal is 2025's last and biggest gateway. No second chances after this. Act now or regret forever. I reveal the activations and protections you must do before the spiritual energy shifts. Click the link in the description or the pinned comment now. This window won't wait. Avoiding this heartbreaking mistake requires immense courage, but the rewards are equally immense. You must reframe what is happening. The ending of a relationship is not a failure. In this new energy, it is a sign of your success. It is a karmic graduation. You have successfully completed the curriculum your soul designed for you. To hold on past the final bell is to hold yourself back from your own destiny. Over the next 48 hours, you must sit in silent meditation and ask your higher self for the truth. For each significant relationship in your life, ask the question, does this connection expand my light, or does it diminish it? Is this a connection of the future, or an echo of the past? The answer will come not as a thought, but as a feeling, a deep, instantaneous knowing in your gut, in your heart. You must honor this truth. This does not mean you must engage in dramatic, angry confrontations. It means you must begin the process of loving detachment. You can send them love from afar. You can bless them on their journey, but you must stop offering your energy, your time, and your soul as a sacrifice to a connection that is no longer in alignment. You must choose yourself. You must choose your own evolution. This act of sacred self-love is one of the most powerful magnetic forces in the universe. The moment you create a vacuum by lovingly releasing a relationship that is not for you, you send out an irresistible soulmate signals into the cosmos. The universe abhors a vacuum and will rush to fill that space with people, opportunities, and a divine partner who are a perfect vibrational match for who you are now. Those who are brave enough to prune the dead branches from their life during this period will be astounded at the speed with which a new vibrant garden begins to bloom around them. They will attract their true soul tribe, connections that feel effortless, joyful, and deeply nourishing. Do not make the mistake of blocking this divine blessing by clinging to a beautiful memory that has become a painful reality. Your past is not your destiny. This is a profound moment of choice. If you are ready to honor the truth in your heart, to release the connections that no longer serve your highest good, and to call in the soul family and divine love that you truly deserve, you must anchor this intention now. Go to the comments and declare, from the depths of your soul, I am ready for divine love. This is your signal to the universe that you have chosen yourself, that you have graduated from your karmic lessons, and that you are now ready to receive the relationships that are a true reflection of your divine magnificence. As you stand in this newfound power, having addressed your physical vessel, your emotional field, your connection to your tribe, your relationship with abundance, your trust in divine timing, and now, the very people you share your life with, you may feel that you are finally prepared. You may believe that you have covered all the bases and are ready to receive the full spectrum of miracles this lunar echo has to offer. But there is one final mistake, one overarching error in perception that, if left uncorrected, can undermine all the powerful work you have just done. It is the most subtle, the most profound, and the one that is most often missed, even by those who consider themselves spiritually advanced. It is the master key that locks or unlocks the entire kingdom. It deals not with what you do, but with who you believe you are. It is the foundational frequency upon which your entire reality is built. And failing to understand this final piece, this ultimate spiritual protection code, is the difference between experiencing a fleeting moment of cosmic clarity and permanently anchoring your consciousness in a 5D reality of sustained joy, purpose, and miracles. It is the final test of this gateway, the one that separates the conscious creator from the spiritual bystander. And we will expose and correct this final critical error, ensuring you step through this portal as the master of your own destiny. The revelation is closer than you think. You stand now in a newly cleared space. You have gathered the immense courage to prune the branches of karmic entanglement from your life. You have declared your readiness for divine love, creating a sacred vacuum for miracles to enter. It is in this exact moment of newfound freedom, this holy emptiness, that a new and exquisitely subtle trap is sprung. It is a mistake that preys not on your attachments, but on your liberation. It is a paradox so cunning that millions of awakening souls are walking directly into it, feeling their power surge for a glorious instant only to find themselves mysteriously back in a cage of their own making moments later. This mistake is the sin of spiritual shrinking, and it is the ego's final line of defense against your total and complete ascension. Here is how the trap works. The lunar echo has amplified your connection to your higher self. You are receiving downloads, brilliant world-changing ideas, sudden insights into complex problems, flashes of creative genius at an unprecedented rate. You are feeling surges of divine confidence, moments where you feel utterly unstoppable, where your charisma is radiant and your words flow with a wisdom that isn't entirely your own. This is your soul, unshackled from karmic baggage, finally beginning to broadcast its true magnificent frequency through your human vessel. And then the shrink happens. The moment the brilliant business idea lands, a voice whispers, "Who are you to do that? You don't have the experience. Someone else is already doing it better." The moment you feel the urge to speak a profound truth in a conversation, you censor yourself, swallow your words, and offer a non-committal platitude instead, for fear of sounding crazy or arrogant. The moment you feel that radiant confidence, you immediately feel a pang of guilt or shame, and you subconsciously dim your own light, slouch your shoulders, and retreat back into the comfortable invisibility of the old you. This is the sacred power paradox. The more light the universe pours into you, the more the remnants of your old programming try to convince you to hide it. You must understand that this is not a sign of your weakness. It is proof of your power. The shrinking mechanism is a deeply embedded survival program. It is the echo of past lives, where you were persecuted for your gifts, the healer branded a witch, the visionary called a heretic. Your cellular memory equates shining your light brightly with mortal danger. Your ego, terrified of annihilation, sees this surge of divine power as the ultimate threat to its identity and its safety. So it pulls the emergency brake. It convinces you that your power is dangerous, that your brilliance is egotistical, and that your divine mission is a delusion of grandeur. It tricks you into believing that being a good spiritual person means being humble, quiet, and small. This is a catastrophic misinterpretation of humility. True humility is not thinking less of yourself, it is thinking of yourself less, because you are too busy being a pure, unobstructed channel for the divine current to flow through you. The universe is trying to use you as a sacred instrument to bring healing, innovation, and love to the planet, and the sin of spiritual shrinking is telling the divine musician, "No, I am not a grand piano. I am a tiny flute. Please don't play such a powerful song through me. I might break." To escape this trap, you must consciously and bravely choose to become a divine conduit. This requires a shift from identifying with the power to becoming a steward of the power. When a divine download arrives, your job is not to judge its worthiness or your own. Your job is to say, yes. Your job is to take one small, immediate, inspired action to honor the transmission. If you get an idea for a book, open a document and write the first sentence. If you get a vision for a community project, make the first phone call. If you get the intuitive nudge to create a piece of art, get out the supplies. This act of immediate, inspired action tells the universe, I am an open channel. The signal is being received. Send more. You must also redefine your relationship with visibility. Over the next 48 hours, your divine mandate is to stop hiding. Intentionally allow your light to be seen. Share one of your spiritual insights with a friend you trust. Wear the bright colors you've been saving for a special occasion. Allow yourself to be the most charismatic, joyful, authentic version of yourself in every interaction, without apology. You are not showing off, you are lighting the way. Every time you allow your true self to be seen, you give others silent permission to do the same. You are not just liberating yourself, you are a catalyst for the liberation of everyone you meet. This is your moment to stop playing small, to stop rehearsing a life you have already outgrown. If you are ready to say yes to the divine mission you came here to fulfill, to honor the downloads you are receiving, and to let your magnificent light shine without apology, then you must anchor this sacred vow right now. Go to the comments and type with all the conviction of your soul, I let my light shine. This is your promise to yourself and to the cosmos that you will no longer collaborate with the forces that seek to keep you small. You are choosing to become the powerful, visible, and world-changing being you were always destined to be. We have arrived, chosen one at the final and most crucial layer of this profound energetic revelation. We have navigated the treacherous currents of the dream portal, the emotional purge, the physical body deception, the illusion of isolation, the scarcity frequency, the tyranny of the linear mind, and the great relationship misalignment. Each correction you have made has been a powerful step in aligning your energy with the incoming 5D frequency. But all of this work, as vital as it is, can be instantly nullified if you fall prey to the 8th and final mistake. This is the capstone of all spiritual errors, the subtle yet pervasive belief that is keeping humanity chained to the wheel of suffering, even in the midst of a planetary liberation. This ultimate mistake is what I call the myth of the unworthy receiver. It is the deep, often unconscious, and ferociously defended belief that you are somehow not deserving of the miracles that are trying to flood into your life. This is the root of all the other mistakes. Why do you dismiss your dreams? Because on some level, you don't believe the universe would send divine guidance specifically to you. Why do you cling to painful emotions? Because you believe that suffering is your natural state. Why do you fear your body's transformation? Because you don't believe you are worthy of becoming a magnificent being of light. Why do you cling to lack and toxic relationships? Because deep down, you believe that scarcity and struggle are what you deserve. This belief in your own unworthiness is not yours. Let me repeat that. Because you don't believe you are worthy of becoming a magnificent being of light. It is not your belief. It is a virus. A malicious code that was inserted into the human consciousness millennia ago. A program of control designed to keep you small, to keep you powerless, to cut you off from the direct knowledge of your own divinity. It is the voice of the old 3D matrix, the dying paradigm. And in this final hour, it is screaming louder than ever because it knows its time is up. The panic you feel in the collective is the death rattle of this unworthiness virus. It is flaring up in people's minds, telling them, who are you to think you can be happy? Who are you to think you can be abundant? Who are you to think you can be loved unconditionally? You are flawed. You are broken. You have made mistakes. You must atone. You must earn your salvation. This is the greatest lie ever told. The energy of the supermoon echo is a divine solvent. It is designed to dissolve this ancient toxic code, but it cannot do so without your permission. The universe operates on the principle of non-interference. It will not force you to see your own magnificence. You must choose it. The final critical mistake is to hear this message of your own divinity and to reject it. To listen to that insidious whisper of unworthiness and believe it one last time. To look at the banquet of miracles the universe is offering you and to tell yourself that you only deserve the crumbs from the floor. This is the moment of your ultimate choice. Do you believe the lie of your smallness? Or do you accept the truth of your grandeur? There is no middle ground. Every thought you think, every word you speak, every action you take in the next 48 hours will be a vote cast for one of these two realities. To permanently eradicate this virus from your being and step into the full power of your divine inheritance, you must perform a conscious act of sacred reclamation. This is not a request. It is a decree. It is the prodigal child finally coming home and claiming their seat at the head of the table. You must find a quiet space, stand before a mirror, and look directly into your own eyes. Look past the personality, past the perceived flaws, past the history of your human story. Gaze deep into your own pupils until you feel a connection to the eternal, unchangeable spark of God that resides within you. And you must speak these words aloud, with a power and conviction that shakes the very foundations of your reality. Say, I am a divine being of light. I am a sovereign creator. I did not come here to be small or to suffer. I came here to experience joy, abundance, and unconditional love. I now dissolve and release every vow of poverty, every contract of suffering, every oath of silence, and every belief in my own unworthiness. Across all timelines, dimensions, and realities. They are not mine. They are null and void. I reclaim my power. I reclaim my worth. I reclaim my light. I remember who I am. I am worthy of all the miracles the universe has to offer, not because I have earned them, but because it is my birthright. And so it is. As you speak these words, feel them. Feel the chains of centuries of false programming, shattering and falling away. Feel the light pouring into the spaces where the darkness once resided. This is the true protection code. This is the master key. When you are anchored in the unshakable knowing of your own worthiness, you become impervious to the chaos of the outside world. The panic of others cannot touch you. The fear frequency cannot penetrate your field. You become a walking, talking pillar of 5D light, a lighthouse in the storm. You stop asking for miracles, and you start allowing them. You stop chasing your destiny, and you start embodying it. This is the final graduation. The others were lessons. This is the ascension itself. Those who perform this sacred reclamation will feel a shift so profound, it will bring them to their knees in tears of joy and relief. They will feel a sense of peace and self-love they have never known. And from this new foundation of worthiness, the universe will rush to meet them with a tidal wave of blessings so vast, so perfectly orchestrated, that all they can do is stand in awe. The shocking miracles are not something you find. They are something you are. You have just been blocking your own view. And so we have come full circle. The after effects of the full supermoon are indeed visible now, not in the sky, but within you. The panic in the world is real, but it is the panic of an old dream ending. You, chosen one, are being called to awaken. You are being called to stop making the mistakes of the sleeping masses. You are being called to honor your dreams as divine intelligence, to witness your emotions as a sacred purge, to partner with your body in its glorious transformation, to find your tribe and abandon the illusion of isolation, to embody the frequency of abundance and reject the lie of lack, to surrender to divine timing and release the tyranny of control, to graduate from your karmic contracts and choose divine love, and finally, most importantly, to reclaim your sacred worthiness and remember the magnificent divine creator that you have always been. These are not just suggestions, they are the urgent operating instructions for the new human, for the new earth. The lunar awakening is not something that is happening to you. It is happening for you. It is the cosmic alarm clock you set for yourself before you were even born, and it is ringing now. If you have stayed with me through this entire transmission, it is because your soul recognized the truth in these words. You are ready. The final step is to seal this entire activation, to lock in this new programming, and declare to the cosmos that your transformation is complete and non-negotiable. For one last time, I want you to go to the comments section. This is your final, most powerful declaration. Type the words, "I am the miracle." Do not type it lightly. Feel the truth of it reverberate through every atom of your being. You are not waiting for a miracle. You are not hoping for a miracle. You are the source. You are the genesis. You are the shocking miracle made manifest. I am the miracle. As you press send, you are releasing a shockwave of creator energy into the quantum field, and the universe has no choice but to respond in kind. Do not be alarmed by the shifts you will see in your life over the coming days and weeks. The things that are not in alignment will fall away. It may feel chaotic for a moment, but this is a divine demolition making way for a divine construction. The life you have dreamed of is not coming. It is being revealed. You are simply clearing away everything that was obscuring its view. Remember to like this video, as it amplifies the light of this message across the planet. Ensure you are subscribed to Power Inside You, for our journey together has only just begun. We will be here to guide you, to support you, to remind you of your power every single day. The fallout from the supermoon is here, and it is a gift. While others are in panic, you will be in power. While they are making deadly errors, you will be making divine choices. You did not miss the supermoon. You are right on time. In fact, the true event, the grand awakening, is just now beginning, and you, chosen one, are standing at the very forefront, a radiant beacon of the new dawn. This is urgent. Do not skip this. Watch the members-only briefing. Chosen ones, Deck 12/12. Rare Moon Portal is 2025's last and biggest gateway. No second chances after this. Act now or regret forever. I reveal the activations and protections you must do before the spiritual energy shifts. Click the link in the description or the pinned comment now. This window won't wait.